Welcome in to Seattle Seahawks Today, powered by Chat Sports. Tyler Jones here with you. Thanks for joining us. We are now in the fourth week of NFL free agency. This thing has flown by, folks. And we got an update for you from this guy, John Schneider. He sounded off in particular about the offensive line situation at the NFL owners' meetings this week. We'll tell you what he had to say, react to it, and go over the latest free agency plan here in just a moment. Before we do, if you want the Seahawks to make another big signing, like the video. Smash that like button. If we get 500 likes on today's video, then I got a feeling John's going to do something. He's going to hear us loud and clear, and he's going to be like, you know what? The 12s want me to go sign somebody. I'm going to do it. So hit that like button if you want another signing, and we'll get going here with today's show. Week number 4 of NFL free agency. How does this Seahawks team stack up? Where are they going forward from here? Let's set the scene for you. I get people in my comments every single day asking, what's the cap space? What's the cap situation? Well, Seattle has spent a decent amount of money with guys like Sam Darnold, DeMarcus Lawrence, Cooper Kupp, just to name a few. And that still leaves the Hawks with over $37 million in cap space, 37.23 according to Spotrac. And to put that in perspective for the folks watching, that's about the 6th most of any team in the National Football League at this point. So, with all that money to spend, the next question becomes, Johnny boy, are you going to sign an offensive lineman? Is it happening? Bueller. Well, don't hold your breath. Don't get too excited that an offensive lineman is going to be signed anytime soon. And that's straight from the horse's mouth, and that horse is John Schneider, who said this at the NFL owners' meetings this week. When asked about signing an offensive lineman, he said, it probably won't be until after the draft as a cap casualty guy or something like that. We brought several guys through, and it just hasn't been a fit. Well, that's disappointing. But is it surprising? No. That's unfortunately the answer I think we all expected to hear at this point. I hate that we're at this juncture, but it's par for the course. They were in on Will Fries. Didn't work out. Had a visit with several linemen like Tevin Jenkins. They ended up signing with other teams. So here we are. I'm sad. And now here's the guys you have left at this point. David Andrews is still available. He's had a good career with the New England Patriots, but he's been older. He's been injured. Brendan Scherff, the offensive guard, formerly with the Jacksonville Jaguars. He's had a solid career. He's been a Pro Bowler. He could be a potential good option for you. And then there's Shaq Mason. And Shaq Mason, well, this isn't a good sign, folks, but he led the NFL among guards, tied anyway, for the most sacks given up among interior linemen with 8 this past year. So John's looking at this situation. He's saying, yeah, there's not a whole lot right now. The good ones, for the most part, are gone. So we'll wait and see who some cap casualties are. We'll see who's not good enough to play for other teams, and maybe we can sign them for cheap, even though we got all this money to spend. Great. Who's a free agent offensive lineman the Seahawks should sign? Maybe it's somebody from that list of 3 names. Maybe somebody else comes to mind. Give us a name in the comment section of who you would like to see end up in Seattle of free agent offensive linemen right now. Today's show is sponsored by our friends at PrizePicks. PrizePicks is the place to go for daily fantasy made easy. It's real simple with PrizePicks. You pick 2 or more players in any given category, get the choice of more or less, whether you're talking fantasy points, maybe it's rebounds in basketball, goals in hockey, home runs in baseball. Springtime is here, and baseball season is officially underway. Go Mariners! By the way, Dave Sims Had to go join the Yankees? We miss Dave. Don't miss your chance to add your favorite players from the diamond in your PrizePicks lineup. Whether it's strikeouts, RBIs, or first inning runs, take your pick of more or less for your shot to win up to 1,000 times your cash today. On PrizePicks, you can mix and match player projections from different sports, combine your favorite players with players from basketball, hockey, esports, and much more. PrizePicks offers Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account this sports season. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. The second half of the basketball season is here. The push to the playoffs is heating up on PrizePicks, the best place to cash in on your favorite sports. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today, use code CLNS, get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. And I'm looking ahead to some basketball action this weekend. The big dance continues as we're down to 4 teams in San Antonio. I will be there this weekend. I got Emmanuel Scherff of the Houston Cougars to have more than 13.5 points against Duke. Give me Walter Clayton Jr. to have less than 20.5 points against the Auburn Tigers. If I put $20 down and both those hit, that turns into $60 on PrizePicks. Play along with me, PrizePicks.com/CLNS, promo code CLNS. The link is in the comments and description of today's video. PrizePicks, run your game. All right, so now as we're in this 4th week of free agency and the second wave, what needs to still be addressed, whether it's in free agency or in the draft? Obviously, you got to start with the interior of the offensive line. And this is the biggest thing that is holding this team back right now. Olu, I think, is the only guarantee at this juncture to be your starting center. And I know there's some names out there. We mentioned David Andrews at the center spot. Maybe there's a possibility where Olu could slide to guard potentially. But at the very least, the interior of the offensive line is a dumpster fire. And that's honestly an insult to dumpster fires because dumpster fires are contained. This is not a contained situation. It is a problem. Then you got the offensive tackle spot. And Charles Cross, I think, is fantastic at the left tackle position. But Abraham Lucas has had problems staying healthy. And I don't know if I could depend on Abe long term. Just being honest, Abe, here. I don't know if I really want to go that route. Not to mention, maybe Abe could play guard, and you could find someone else like a Kelvin Banks or something that would be a better suit to play that tackle position. But nonetheless, you need help at the offensive tackle spot. I know some people are going to disagree with me on this, but that's okay. Diversity, DEI. The tight end position is one that needs some work, I think. I don't think Noah Fant is good enough. I think A.J. Barner is a number 2 tight end. I don't think he'll ever be a 1. I think you need a real playmaker at this position. And whether you're looking free agency market, trade, draft, I think you need an upgrade. And Noah Fant is not your long-term solution. You can do better than Noah Fant. I would like to see this addressed, especially with Clint Kubiak's offense and the emphasis on the tight end position and trying to make life easier on Sam Darnold, who had a natural connection with T.J. Hawkinson with the Minnesota Vikings this past year. You want to help out Sam, Yosemite Sam, then go get him a real tight end as far as I'm concerned. What is the Seahawks' biggest need right now? If you had to narrow it down to one thing, what would that one thing be? Weigh in, let us know what that need is that Seattle should address. We are bringing you up-to-the-minute Seahawks coverage right here on Seahawks Today with the latest happenings on your favorite team each and every day on the channel. We're bringing you our news and rumors, sometimes 2 and 3 videos a day, live shows each and every Monday and Wednesday. We also have our interactive Q&A mailbags, our breaking news. This is your one-stop shop for all things Seattle Seahawks. Be a real one. Subscribe to the channel now. Never miss a moment. This has been a crazy offseason, and really, we're just getting started, folks. We're doing our draft coverage. We got all of it here on Seahawks Today. Subscribe now for free. Tell all your friends, make sure they subscribe as well. Turn on notifications so they never miss a moment. YouTube.com/Seahawks TV. The defensive line, I think, is another big need for this Seahawks team. I like what you have with Leonard Williams, Jaron Reed, Byron Murphy II. But beyond that, you need some real depth. And Jaron Reed is not getting any younger either. I know he just signed a new contract, but you got to be starting to think about youth and guys that are going to play alongside Byron Murphy and Leonard Williams for a long time, and depth to back those guys up and have some more pieces because you're an injury away, like we saw last year, from having some serious problems. I would say that your starting D lineman, that's a position of strength. But beyond them, it's a problem. It's a problem right now. You need some depth on that defensive line. Last on this list of team needs, defensive back. Let's start with the corner spot for a moment. Josh Jobe, I've said it before, I'll say it again. He can't be a starter for this team. He filled in fine, but I need a real quality starting outside corner next to Reek Woolen. I'm not messing with Spoon at the nickelback spot. Spoon does a really good job at the nickelback spot, and in today's NFL, that nickelback spot is just as important. It is hard to play compared to the outside corner spot. I'll leave him at nickel, but I need a true starting outside corner. Josh Jobe ain't that. And then the safety position. I like Kobe, all right? He was really good the second half of last year. I love me some Julian Love. He was a Pro Bowler. But you need some depth there to be able to play three safeties like Mike McDonald wants to do. You have a couple spots to plug up. And kind of like what we talked about with the defensive line situation, you are just one injury away from some serious concerns they need to take care of. The corner spot in particular has plenty of good options in free agency still right now. At the time of this recording, got guys like Asante Samuel Jr., Stephon Gilmore. This can be taken care of. This can be addressed. Let's see what Seattle does. If you enjoyed today's show, you already know what to do. Hit that like button. We certainly would appreciate it. I'm Tyler Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time here on Seahawks Today.